Week of dropshipping. My name is Chris Evers. I am the head of education over at the Freedom Club, which is where I'm live streaming to and from over on YouTube as well. Welcome everybody to another product research masterclass. Now we'll just give all my students a couple of minutes to jump on in. But if this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. And if you're into dropshipping, but you find that you have never been profitable, or you're wondering how we even do this crazy thing that makes us all this money, jump on over to thefreedomclub.com. I'll give you a little preview right now. Freedomclub.com. Let me share my screen. I am sharing my screen. Or no, I'm not. I am. I'm an idiot. Head over to thefreedomclub.com. Have a read about what we do. My story is here. I've been doing dropshipping for 8 years now. I have made tens of millions of dollars doing this, and I intend to make tens of millions of dollars more doing this. But also I've taught hundreds of students how to be successful in dropshipping. And if you're asking if you can do it, if you have the skills to read a course, watch videos, and do step-by-step instructions, then this is probably something that you can do, in my opinion. So tonight we have a few questions that have come in from my students, and I have promised to help a couple of you find your next or maybe your first dropshipping product. So let me just see if those questions are in on this call already. While you guys are all jumping on in, I'm pretty sure Austin's running overtime because there's only 3 people here so far. But if this is your first time here, please drop in there. Well, not please. The rules are you have to be in the comments and you have to say hello. And you have to tell me what you're up to in the course. Those are the rules. I may have made them, but also I have no control over them. All right, where are we? Product research. Events. Product research. Okay. No, the person who asked the question hasn't commented yet. So we are good. We are good to go find some products. All right. Let's get started, shall we? So I'm just organizing my windows here. Starting things off. Let me share my screen. This is the winning, well, it's not the winning, it's my personal winning product database. And this is my gift to you for watching. I'll pop the link to this in the chat so that you can access this. Now, the way this works is if I find a product on my stream through my tools, it goes in this sheet. I color code them for your benefit. If it's red, avoid it. If it's orange, do your own research or maybe give it a miss. If it's a white product, this is a good dropshipping product. It will probably make you money. If it's a green product, it's just as good as a white product. It's just that maybe the green ones are easier for a brand new person to go and spin up a store quickly and make some money. Not necessarily more lucrative than a white product, but sort of more on the easy side to get running. Gold products, they're products that I've either run in the past and tested or intend to run very shortly, or would love to at some point in the near future or the long future build a store in that niche. If I mark it as gold, by all means, it's up for grabs. You can go ahead, you can take that product, you can make your own store. I'm not going to get upset. We should never get upset if anyone else jumps in our niche. We have to be the best people in our niche. We have to lead the way and not worry about who's competing with us, other than welcoming new competitors into our niche, because that way you get to learn from their ads and how they're doing things and how much success they're having. So I encourage competition, and I think that's a healthy way to think about this. So if it's gold, that's me saying, hey, I'd like to sell this thing, and you're welcome to jump in too. Lola, you're considering changing niches and thoughts on switching to natural oral healthcare products. Depends what you mean by natural oral healthcare products, because about 6 months ago, when I was trying to think of the next niche I wanted to jump into, I had the brainwave. Maybe I'll jump into non-plastic toothbrushes, because non-plastic's a huge thing right now, and toothbrushes are made of plastic, and we put them in our mouths, and that's probably the next big thing to non-plasticize. Is that a word? But the problem with that is, as I quickly realized, the natural toothbrush products are all made with horsehair or boar hair, and I, for one, can't even think about putting in a horsehair toothbrush into my mouth. But having said that, there are stores out there selling them. It would be really cool to have some other type of bamboo, not bamboo, sorry, but I was thinking bamboo in my head, but that's not what I was trying to say. Another type of toothbrush fiber would be really cool if you can find it. Now, natural oral healthcare products, absolutely. If you can show me what you're thinking, I'd love to take a look. So hello Sabine and hello Yosalim. I hope I said that right. If not, feel free to correct my pronunciation in the chat there. I'd like to get names right, or at least attempt to get them right. There was a student who needed my help yesterday, and they said they were going to be here so that I could help them find a new product, or at least find a new niche. I don't know. I can't remember who that was, but are you here yet? Was it you, Sabine? I honestly talked to so many people yesterday, I can't remember what I said to anybody. Hopefully nothing stupid. We'll see. In the meantime, let's go find some products. So you guys know I love using Trend Track. Yes, it was you, Sabine. I'm not going crazy. We spoke about looking at products for your new site that you're working on. Yep, 100%. Let's do it. So what are we looking at? What products are we looking for? What niche are we looking for? Or do you need me to find you a niche? And just on YouTube, if you're wondering who the hell I'm talking to. Before we get started finding a product, let's figure out what we're doing here. Not a new product. We're going to run on... We were going to run into... Yep, we're going to run into... I gotcha. We're going to run into Trend Track. Yosalim, can you take products from my list and paste them into yours right now? Paste them into your list? You can. You can absolutely do that. But just remember, my list is just a starting point. You have to take my products from my list and do more research. Build your own file where you go and find all the competitors selling the products that you want to sell and build a list. I call it my swipe file, a list of ads, a list of headlines, a list of product descriptions, all the information that you can find, put it into a file, into like a spreadsheet, and do your research that way. Sabine, tell me your niche and let's do this. Let's go find your products. Okay. That's awesome, but help me out here. What am I looking at? What niches are we looking for? Was it cooking? I remember someone talking about some sort of a cooking store. Are we talking cooking or kitchen? Kitchen, man. I was so close to remembering. Okay. Kitchen. Cooking. Let's go. Okay, there's only 2 places that have kitchen and cooking, so let's just choose cooking. Tools to help cook quicker. Right, we're on it. We are on it. Bloom Cooking Store. Books, okay, skip the books. Silicon utensil set. Slow cookers, not really what we're looking for. Knives do work. Knives work very, very well. And the reason why knives work is because people don't understand the prices of knives. They think that they're very expensive because they say they're made in Japan, where really they're just Chinese made blades made to look like they're from Japan. Where are our products? These guys are interesting. They're selling so this is their best selling products. and wooden cutting boards are their best selling products here. Okay. Keep that in mind. Wooden cutting boards. Outdoor cooking. I gotta say, I had an idea and I didn't really want to give it out, but here I am giving away my idea. I mean, ideas are obviously completely and utterly meaningless unless you go ahead and activate the idea. So I guess I'm happy to give this idea about. But my idea, and I haven't seen anyone doing this, and I don't know how viable it is. This is just a spitballing idea. A pizza store where you sell all the things that help you make pizza at home, from the outdoor gas pizza oven to the utensils to the stone that you put the pizza on, all the things to make pizza. I think that'd be a brilliant store. And I haven't found the products that I would sell, but that is a gold store, and I would absolutely jump in on that myself. Okay, what else we got here? You know what? Let's. Oh, no, we should still look at stores. You got a vegetable peeler there. I'm looking for more like, if you remember what Austin was saying, and I 100% agree with everything that he was saying. When we're looking for products, we're not looking for a $20 to $50 product. We're looking for a $70 to $100 product. We're looking for something that is going to make it easy for us to make a profit. And with a 3 times margin, a $70 to $100 product, that's roughly a $33 profit. I even prefer to go something a little bit more expensive, like $120 to $150, because that gives us a $50 profit margin. And that gives us a really big runway to start getting more sales on Facebook. Let's analyze some ads. Let's do this a different way. By the way, Trend Track is an amazing tool if you want to go analyze those niches and do what I was doing. It's just that's going to take a lot of time, and we don't really have the time tonight to do that. If you are interested in Trend Track and you want to do more research in it, you can use this link to get 20% off whatever their fee is. And if that link doesn't work, you can use code conversion20, and that will give you 20% off as well. And yes, that's an affiliate code. They do give me enough coffee to, so they give me enough money to buy a coffee if you do sign up. But you know, you don't need to sign up to benefit from this, because they give me an account to show you guys, so I can actually do this research for you on the stream. Let's look up cooking. Do we do kitchen or cooking? Let's think about an ad copy. Make your cooking time easier. Maybe we look up kitchen. We'll just look up ad copy as cooking in the ad copy. That should do it. Lionel, you're selling the blackout sleep mask. After researching competitors, you can see they all have some unique mechanism. Bluetooth, silk, blackout. Yeah, that's what you need. It seems a plain blackout sleep mask is hard to justify. And in this competitive market, especially with your poor ad performance, thoughts on switching to a product, especially after poor, yeah, 100%. If the ads aren't working for you, it tells us the demand isn't there. There's something missing, and you need to have something that separates you from the market. Now, if you think back to what I was showing you guys about my snoring store, just to show you guys how this works. And the reason why I started this snoring store was simply to show you guys that you can follow our guidelines and find a problem-solving product, and you can make it work. So the way that I made this mouthguard work was by talking about this feature here, this dial on the side of the mouthguard that lets you adjust this for your jaw. Now this mouthguard, it's cheap. These cost like, I buy these for $5. You can buy these for $25 on eBay. You can buy them for $25 on Amazon. I sell this for $80. And it works really, really well. It sells really, really well. But it didn't sell for a long time. It was really hard to make this one profitable. The way that I made it profitable was simply by talking about this one feature here, because that sets this mouthguard apart from all the competitors. And that's what you got to do. You got to find a product in your niche or a thing in your existing product that separates you from the market. I mean, marketing is marketing. All right, let's go by longest active. Danielle, how do I feel about toilet training products for toddlers? I think that could work. I do. How do I feel about them? I mean, if you're going to be selling toilet training, I mean, you can sell like bedwetting pads, because people will come back for more of those. I mean, that's not a bad idea. Just excuse me for a minute, guys. I have promised Sabine that we're going to find her. We're going to find her a product, and so we're looking for kitchen. Shopify. So the first thing I have to do is find Sabine a new product. And then I can take a look at your questions. So just bear with me. What's this thing? Cooking with a lunchbox cooking? Itakiko. That's interesting. I feel like this is very Asian. I don't mean it because it's like an Asian product. I mean, it feels like an Asian person would probably use this to cook at home. The question is, would they use it in Australia, or is it something they would use in like Japan? They have ads running in Australia. That's a good sign. January 15, 2025? No. That's the same ad. Imagine cooking at your desk, in your room, your dorm. Okay. Well, there we go. We've actually got specific things and areas like places where you're going to be using this. A dorm, room, even by your bedside. This is like, you know, dude, Sabine. I love it. I love it. It's going on the list. It's because that lady doing that. No, it wasn't just that. It wasn't just that. It's just that I imagine someone living in a small apartment without a stove, and they're like, how am I going to cook in this small place? That's what I was imagining, like a Japanese apartment. Oh, it's a massive YouTuber? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Lunchbox cooker. You could say that my ads are successful because I'm a massive influencer, but I'm not. Yet this mug sells crafting kits to women over 50. Like they're going out of fashion. Like, I don't care if someone's an influencer. That's not what's selling the product. What's selling the product is they probably had a whole bunch of ads from a whole bunch of influencers, and she just nailed the right ad, the tone, the vibe, the everything, and that's what worked. Being an influencer doesn't make it successful. Trust me. I've had influencer ads that did nothing. All right, so let's get to the store. Portable cooking devices. Here we go. All right, let's find another one. Okay, what we got here? Oh, that's interesting. A flat pack grill. I like that. You'd have to find an Aussie supplier. That might be more headache than it's worth. Cookie would be great for tradies, yeah. Tradies and students. Deborah, nice to meet you too. Can I please share the details of the supplier for the info? Okay, so if you want access to the supplier, what I need you to do is click this link, which takes you to WhatsApp, and that's my WhatsApp, and just send me a message. If I don't respond to you, it's because I didn't see your message. So if I don't respond to you by tomorrow, just do @Chris and then just, you know, ping me there, and your message will go to the top of my queue. It's just every student who is with the supplier has a chat, and I'm in all those chats. So sometimes I get overwhelmed with many chats. So follow up with me if you don't hear from me, but I will put you in a chat with our supplier. This goes for anybody who wants to use the Chinese supplier. Another course tells you that you have to use YouTube, and that's still recommended. But if you can't find I said YouTube, I meant eBay. But if you can't find the product that you want, and you desperately want to sell a product that's only available from China, or you just want to skip all those steps and use the Chinese supplier, that's okay. I can help you. For me personally, any new store that I create, I'm just using this same Chinese supplier. It's a no-brainer. It's no headache. I like this product mostly because I like fire and I like steak. What I don't like about it is it's going to be heavy to ship, so I'm going to skip this one. Cookbooks, skip cookbooks. Pig and Pilgrim. Yum. What are we selling though? Damn, that looks good. Don't just steam your no, I'm not interested in Thermomix. Oh, Tully Living. Are these the first guys that I found with the teak stuff? This product can sell very, very, very well. It's already in the list, and I know a couple of students have already done quite well on this one. Now, could it be that this one has reached its peak? Maybe. So it might be more difficult to get into. Still a decent product. Certainly worth having on your store, even if it's not your primary. Itakiko. I like the name of it. In Japanese, we say itakimasu when we're going to eat, right? So itakiko. I like it. I like it a lot. What is this one? Air purifier in the kitchen? That's interesting. It's actually very interesting because... Because it's a product that sells quite okay. And they've given you a new reason to buy it. Do I think it's a strong reason to buy it? Not really. Certainly no cooking going on here. Yeah, we'll give that one a miss. Oops, that's me. Oops, that's me again. Where were we? Trend track. Copper. Copper cookware. Ooh, could that be a thing? Sorry, Austin. That's actually... How does copper cook? I think that's cool. I think that's unique. I think you could do very well. Let's check on their Facebook ads. These guys aren't even advertising in Australia. One 11,000 followers. Well, he had copper water bottles. We're talking about copper kitchenware. Now, looking at their ads, they got a copper water filter, which is interesting. Oh man, that's actually quite interesting. They're mostly selling the water filter for the kitchen. In fact, that's the only thing that they're selling. Okay, that's going on the list. That could, Yashil, you're right. Copper water filter. Or it could be something that one of us cheekily adds to their store. Hey, didn't Austin say there's nothing wrong with a bit of healthy competition? That's what I always say. Okay. Pizza ovens are us? Oh, they already took my idea. I still think it's a great idea because there are some gas-powered pizza ovens that would be perfect to sell.
Forget Teflon. This cast iron pan can
A skillet? Okay. I love my skillet. Now, the thing about skillets is they are quite heavy, but you could easily find skillets in Australia. And I'm sure you can find a good skillet company to buy on eBay, build up a relationship. And you like the pizza store idea? Me too. I even did the research. There are some great pizza store products on eBay, but just know it's still gold for me. I still want to do it because I do love pizza and I do love cooking. All right, so we got ads that have been running here June, July, a good amount of different ads. They could be profitable. July, August, July. Nothing that's been running for a really long time, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're not profitable. It just means that they've reconfigured their ads recently. You love making pizzas from scratch? Like, that's the only way to make it. I've got a Komodo Joe at the back, so I can do wood fire pizzas. It's a lot of effort though to get it hot enough to get that wood fire heat. I think you got to get it to like 200 degrees or like something ridiculous, even higher. And that's what I'm thinking. I'd probably make more pizzas if I had a gas pizza oven. But then you'd miss out on that wood fire sort of flavor, wouldn't you? All right, number 8, cast iron skillet. I wouldn't go up to this brand. The Field Company, these aren't our competitors. When you see this, they're selling these in stores. This isn't just a website that's telling us a good niche to be in. This is not something we should jump into. We'll skip this one. Could you make money with it? Probably. You probably could. But there's a lot of probablys. I'd rather give you more surefire ways. Knives, I've said this before, knives sell really well. Why? Because this is a cheap Chinese knife, but it looks really good. And that leather pouch is probably 50 cents worth of leather. It looks impressive. It looks balanced. It looks sharp. It's just stock standard Chinese steel. I mean, you can take any steel and make it sharp. Doesn't mean it's going to be good steel that lasts you forever, but it looks good. So you can charge 3 or 4 times markup and get away with it. Knives are good. Cooking knives are good. Hexclad, I've seen these all over. I think cookware is good. If you can find the reason, we didn't see the bronze cookware that was any good, but take a look into it. Maybe another brand is scaling bronze cookware. The Coda 2 Max, yeah, this is kind of what I was looking at. And there are versions of this on eBay that you can find. I don't know. She's still selling plastic spatulas. I think the time of plastic is over. Here we go. Totally living again with your teak kitchenware. No, thank you. I don't know why they said cooking in their ad. Oh, what are these? The freshest knife set. Another knife ad. Look at that. They just look like stock standard knives. It doesn't take much, but these guys have zero ads live. Oh, what's this?
G'day guys, today I'm going to be showing you through my top drills and a few of the different ways that I'll cook quick and easy breakfast. My go-to is the frying pan, which is non-stick and still big enough to load up and feed the whole family. Next up we have the wok, which is perfect.
Alright, so outdoor cooking sets. It's pretty good. It has a grill on it? That's pretty sweet. Again, that's going to be really heavy. Pizza oven. This is the knife sharpener. This is on the list from like 12 months ago. It's one of those classics that never seems to stop working. These guys are using the exact same one that was going nuts 1 or 2 years ago, and all they've done is made a box. This is actually very similar to the same ad. They've just reshot the same scenes. Is that Jamie Oliver in the background there? Does he dye his hair? Not that I judge, it's just, come on, Jamie. You're 20 years older than me. I'm not going to pop it back on the list, but knife sharpening, yes, it works. It's good. That's my barbecue. That's what I got. Pressure cooker.
Have you ever seen such a pressure cooker? With just a gentle press, you can preserve nutrients. Dip pork ribs for
That's cool and all. I would just be really worried that my pressure cooker would explode in someone's kitchen. I don't know if that's something I would want to sell. Not well, I mean, yes, but not that one. That one looks like it can fall apart at the slightest bit of pressure. Oh, come on. There is no way that cooks steak. It was brown and grey. It wasn't even the good brown. It was grey. This is similar. This is the vegetable chopper that everyone was selling a while back. I don't know about this one. Let's check it out though. So we'll check out the Facebook ads. Let's see if it's viable. It's still running. It looks like a general dropshipping store, which is not one of our competitors. They've only got 2 followers. No, not even worth our time. All right, so cooking was one keyword. Let's change what we're looking at now. Let's go for kitchen. Did I spell it right? It's kitchen, isn't it? A soap dispensing sponge. For how many? 1,536 days. Get out. No. That's still 2022? Oh my God. I mean, I've had an ad running since that long. I'm not that surprised. I am surprised that you've only got 37 followers and you've been running an ad for like 2 years. They must not be running it at very much budget. I may need to look at cook rather than cooking. Maybe cook is the keyword. Okay, what do we got here? Forged blade. Add knives your kitchen. That looks nice. I mean, they don't look great, but $399. I mean, that's what you'd expect to pay for a good set of knives. They're just so ugly. I like their branding. They got the F and the B there. $10 towards your first knives. Yeah, okay. Let's check out their ads. December 2023. Not many ads going. Look, they're definitely profitable. They're not a stellar looking business with tons and tons and tons of ads. I will skip them, but knives definitely are a good niche. as I've said a few times now. I want to keep repeating myself. What are some of the other keywords we can look at? Food, and we can look at cook. Oh. 893 days? All right. Got my attention. They're running in Australia since 2024? Oh. Holy crap. Man, these guys would be so pissed if I found them on my feed. This looks like a killer product. Yes, 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 yes. Kids cooking. Here are your Facebook ads. I reckon that'd be really easy. That's my first green product for the day. Yeah, no problem, Sabine. Just tell me what you want me to look up, and we will find them.
In many places,
Smoke exhaust. Sourdough. I mean, sourdough could be a good niche. It really could be, actually. And we had the sourdough craze in the middle of COVID. These guys have been running their sourdough ads for 872 days. Like, you could definitely make a business out of that. And then once you start making your own culture starters, people will keep coming back for it. All right, what have we got here? Sage Voyage. All right. So it's like a bread maker kit. It's very niche. What do I think about do-it-yourself leather bag kits? Lil? Hopefully I said that right, Lil. Do-it-yourself art kits is my jam. 100% will get behind that. That is a great idea. Absolutely great idea. Sabine, this is interesting. I don't know how viable it will be. There's only one sort of product that I can see that we would... excuse my tabbing. Hold on, guys. Let me just close my tabs down a little bit and let's do some research on these guys. So we'll start up a new tab here. Let's go find this store. One of the great things about Trend Track is when we want to see all the details about a store, it's right here. Do I sell puzzles with different prints? Puzzles are a no-go. I sell diamond painting kits. I sell paint by numbers. I sell cross-stitching kits. I sell scratch painting kits. I have in the past, I've had stores for all of these. All these different kits have all had their own unique branding. At the moment, they all sit under Home Craftology. That was one big mistake. I never should have consolidated them. They were better as their own brands. At one point, I had Puzzle Craftology, and we were going to go pretty hard in the puzzle niche. Problem with the puzzle niche is there is absolutely no profit to be made because they are expensive to make. There is a puzzle, believe it or not, this is true, guys. There's a puzzle cabal out there. There's Big Puzzle. I'm not even kidding. I wish I was. There is Big Puzzle. And they buy all of the places that manufacture high quality puzzles. And they only take designs from very specific, what do you call them? Like licensed puzzle makers. And my friend is one of them now. Because she fell in love with puzzles as we were looking into building this puzzle store. And she realized, well, we both realized the puzzle store wasn't viable, but she just went off and started making her own puzzle designs, and now that's her job. She makes designs for puzzles, and gets commission on them. So it was more lucrative for her to design the puzzles rather than us build the store and sell them. So that's a no-go on puzzles. You could look at different types of puzzles, like the big wooden ones. Maybe you could make something viable there. I just, it's not a good niche to be in because of the nature of the big puzzle. Sadly. Okay, these guys have had solid traffic that's increasing, and the number of ads is increasing them, mostly on TikTok here. Interesting. They're not advertising on Meta. So that could be a sign that there is maybe something here. So to tell you the truth, Sabine, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be a good niche or not. I literally cannot tell. I can't look at any of their Facebook results. I can't tell you how much money they're making because we don't have that data because they're only on TikTok. This could be a brilliant product or it could not be a brilliant product. I'm not sure. My question is, are you Lebanese or is someone in your family Lebanese that we can sort of leverage on that history there? Because that would be really good if we could. Could this become a thing? It very well could easily become a thing. We know how much we love different cultural food here in this country. You make a few videos of this, making a cool bread type breakfast on one of these things. Yeah, you could definitely do well. So yeah, I do think it could work. I just don't have any data to back it up. You're Lebanese, perfect, absolutely perfect. In that case, I am 100% behind you. This could be a big thing. The fact that they've done so well overseas, the fact that these ads have been live for 2 or 3 years on TikTok, and we don't see these on Facebook, this could very well be a very hot market to jump in on. Especially if you can find some cool recipes. Like you could have ads for Lebanese people, right? And you could have ads for regular, how do I say? I can't say regular Aussies because obviously Lebanese people are too, but like, you know, more of your white Aussies. Have a recipe for them that looks delicious for them, and they're gonna want to jump on this. No one here sells it or makes it here in Australia. Beautiful. Beautiful. You've spoken to her a while ago when she had it manufactured herself. You know what? I would jump onto Alibaba. I would find a Chinese place that are making this, or find a Chinese place that makes similar types of, I mean, what's it made of? Is that a metal? I assume that this is like the same metal that you have on one of those red pots that we all use. Right? It's very niche, but you know what's not niche? Showing people how to cook really nice food really easily. This is Australia. We love to eat. And we love to eat fancy food from other countries. And we love Lebanese food. Dude, do it. Get it done. This is a great idea. Look, I'm getting excited now. Look what you've done. Your upsells are going to be like, you can publish your own Vietnamese Aussie cookbook. I'm just imagining one of these things with pineapples on it, to be honest. It'd be delicious. Make it like an Italian Lebanese recipe, like a Hawaiian pizza Lebanese breakfast. I don't know. Maybe that's offensive. I'm not sure. I think if you're going to sell this one, I think you want to try and make this smaller one that you stick on the stove like this. And it's going to have to look nice and neat and be easy to clean. Val and I say no. This is traditional sash. Okay. So, Sabine, shall we have a look on Alibaba? I don't know what we'll find, but this is where we go to. We're looking for a Sage. Sage? It's right there. What do you know? We got electric ones. I'm sure they don't get as hot as we need. Another electric one. What complimentary? I don't know, to be honest. Probably something to serve it on. A wooden special thing to put it on. Maybe something to spread. What do you use to like put things? What do you use for it? If you think back to like your grandparents making it at home, what are they using? Is there a spare pair of tongs that we can use that is like cultural or at least looks like a reinvented type of cultural thing that we can use? Maybe a type, maybe type handheld. Okay. Or I could just try like gas stove Sage. Is it just flour and water? Is there any mixing required? Could you sell a wooden bowl to go with it? I'm going to grab one of their Sages here. I need shop. Man, they've designed their website badly. It took me too long to get there. Okay, so let's do this. Seats? It's not what we're looking for. Okay. Sage bread maker. Jaden, you're just wondering, you thought you were only meant to find products on eBay. Sometimes you can't find the products you want to sell on eBay. Sometimes we got to look, you know what, quite often, nearly all the times, we got to move to China eventually. So yeah, look, if you're going to go through the course will recommend that you start with eBay. Now Sabine's been with us for a while. She's got this wild idea that she wants to make this specific type of product. So we're looking at options. Once we find a supplier from Alibaba that we want to work with who can make the product that we want, then we can actually hook them up to our Chinese supplier. And from there, she has her own custom product that no one else is selling that may or may not work. And the deciding factor about whether or not we do this will be whether or not we can get a small batch of these built for a price that we can afford. But yes, it would be ideal for you if this is your first time finding a product. It would be absolutely ideal to start with eBay. If you don't want to start with eBay, you come have a chat with me on WhatsApp, and we can actually hook you up with the Chinese vendor, and we can get you going that way. But there are many ways to start. Sage portable. The other thing you could look at doing, Sabine, is there any Sage makers in Lebanon that you can get in touch with who can make you a product that they can ship to you and that you can start fulfilling from here? Because it doesn't look like, I know there's Sage electric bread makers that we can look at, but I don't think you want an electric bread maker, do you? Yeah, no problem, Jaden and or Emma. No problem at all. And hey, these these product sessions that I do, these are here to show you all of the options. If there's something that you want me to find you, pop them in the chat. We probably will run out of time today, but I'll be back on Wednesday for more. So come on in on Wednesday and I can help you find your product. Yeah, these are just gas. Sabine, I can't find exactly what we're looking for here in China. It's time to go looking in Lebanon. I mean, I imagine that you can pick them up anywhere there, right? So we need to find someone who can make these for you and ship them to you in small batches of say 10, where it only might cost you, if you could spend $100 to get your, or maybe even $200 or $300 to get your first 10 made for you and delivered to you to at least test this out. If this becomes a thing that works, we can figure out a way to do this where we can actually get them shipped in bulk to an Australian third-party logistics company and ship them out that way. But from what I'm seeing here, we might have to go that way. I think the idea is solid, and I think the fact that there is a high bar of entry is going to be what makes this successful, because I can't jump in on this one. No other dropshipper in Australia can. I think I think it's a very good idea. Unless, wait a minute, that's electric. I mean, you could go electric, right? What if someone doesn't have an electric stove? Sorry, a gas stove. All right, Sabine, you've got research to do. That's going to have to wrap up our Monday session, guys. I'll be back on Wednesday for more product research. If you do have anything, guys, if you have anything you want me to find and we didn't get to it today, so this is the product research event for today. You can put your comments down in here in the next session for Wednesday, and I will read it. So if there is a specific thing that you want me to look at, pop it in here. I'll search it up. I'll do the research for you, and then you can look at the recording and go from there. Also, guys, if you're coming in and this is your first time in some of these calls, if you have been thinking about the possibility of doing a brand build and you want to talk to me about whether or not that's a good option for you, you can click this link here inside the event, and you can book in to come and have a one-on-one chat with me about what a brand build is, and I will give you the rundown on how it works, what the cost is, how long it's going to be until you're profitable, all those things. That's always available for you guys if you're interested in a brand build. I will be back on Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. Sabine, definitely let me know how you go. And for those of you who do want Chinese fulfillment, if you're interested in that, if you want to skip the steps and just go straight to China, that's actually what I do personally. If that's something you want to do, there's a link I'm going to give you right now. You can come and have a chat with me on WhatsApp. It's right here. I will hook you up into a chat with our Chinese supplier, and they can give you the pricing of the product that you want to sell. And if you have any questions about it, you're going to be able to message me on WhatsApp, and I'm going to be able to help you resolve them. Ladies and gents, I will see you in the next one. And until then, don't stop your momentum. Keep going and keep moving forward with progressing. Even if you are not 100% sure if the product that you've chosen works, it is way better to get out there, test it out, and keep that forward momentum going. We never stop moving forward in e-commerce. And like always, any questions you have, pop them in the chat there for next time. We'll pop them in the event for next time, and we'll get to them. Good luck, guys. I'll speak to you in 2 days.